just basically mark these other areas again to cover basically what it's at, a little darker red, because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with these areas just yet of the UI. But I guess I'll find out. Fill. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and actually mark these up here. We'll do black again. That'll work. Other. Map text. So that's basically what that will be, and then same thing over here. Okay, so that's that. So now we have a very basic template that's a little more ironed out of what we're going to do. Pretty much anything with text in it, here, we're not going to actually add anything to right now. Anything else that pretty much has these open spaces, we're actually going to use as elements, as you'll see. So we're going to excuse me. We're going to go ahead and save it. We are saving them as PNG files, primarily because of the way we do the actual transparency. Since this is basically a sprite sheet, and that's how it's loading it in, is we do it by alpha blending, which is our transparency here, instead of the standard like purplish crap that you usually see. Now I do want to leave this open because I do need some measurements. Actually, no, I don't. I can take it from the game engine. So there's the overlay new. So what we'll go ahead and do is start coding that in. So we're actually going to do some code. Holy crap. So right now we're just adding another layer here to our title screen, and I'm actually going to add that. So let me make a note of the date here. Oh no, it's not the February anymore. Duh. /10. Pretty self-explanatory. So now we actually have to switch up some variables because we have the old one here for the overlay top and bottom. We're actually going to switch that up, and so we can remove those. So we're actually going to come up here, end of another video. As you can see, I've actually already added P overlay, which is basically what we're going to do here. The old ones is right here. They're just sprites. They're not part of our actual GUI stuff. These will be commented out and to take place for this instead. I'm sorry for this. So we already have it in place. I didn't remember that I had it. So we'll go ahead and start setting it up. And this is the power of my class. This is pretty cool. Whoops, that wasn't right. P overlay. So we set it up. It's going to be a new GUI. C GUI. So first thing I do is a name. Just go on, look very simple. Call it game overlay. The background is the actual file name for the background, which is new overlay.png. and then the actual size and width. Now, when we add GUI overlays, basically overlays that can go over other overlays, we will actually going to change this up. Right now, this is the actual size, and we just do the whole screen basically. Obviously, our other elements like a message box or smaller stuff isn't going to take the whole screen, and so that's something we're actually going to have to add to our class later on to be able to do that. So engine.screenWidth, basically just getting the information from our RPG engine class, which contains basically the screen width and height, and that's basically what we set up here. Okay. Labels and elements. Basically, labels is any text, and elements is any extra graphical stuff. So right now, it's still not working, so we actually have to get it in there so we can actually start seeing it. And what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and comment out the old overlay, and we'll actually go ahead and put in the new one. P overlay dot. Oh, wow, my mind went blank. You know, it's been a while. I got to remember how I do this. It's so sad, but it's so true. It's bad. I got to remember how I draw it, and exactly how I go about doing that. Because I don't remember. It's really sad, but you know, it's been a while. Like I said, I haven't really worked on this a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right. So we actually do have some elements here that we need to put in. We have our in-game states here. We actually need to make this stuff loaded. So what I'm actually going to do, as you can see here, basically base it off of our others. So if p overlay dot visible equals false, then p overlay dot visible equals true. We will also set our counter to 1. Now, it sounds crazy, I know, but trust me on this, it really does work. Oops, I forgot to notes can be so useful. 3/9/10. So basically what this is going to do is it's going to check if it's visible or not. The main overlay should always be visible, but if it's not, it's going to make it visible, basically. Which of course is a good thing. And then it'll actually draw it. The drawing happens pretty much here. I'm really confused. I don't remember how I do this. It's bad. I don't remember my own damn code. Show this house screen, do your stuff, blah blah blah. Okay. I think it just automatically does it. I'm trying to remember, because we actually draw everything here, and then we actually have that GUI check. GUI check must be what does it. Yes. Okay, see, as you can see here with GUI check, what happens is GUI check is checking each game state, and it's finding it out, and it's the one that actually draws it, as you can see here. So it's, you know, is this visible? Okay, go ahead and draw this, and this is what allows us to switch the GUIs real easy and make total use of my class, basically. So as you can see, map loaded in game. I don't have anything for that because it's not ran. It says right here, nothing for now, it's not ran. So this GUI check part is not run when we're actually in game, and that's because we can actually go ahead and just put it right in here. but I do need to have this open. Whoops, I don't want to break. So I can actually see it. What I want to do here is basically come to the overlay where the old overlay was. Actually, let's go ahead and add a comment here. Oops, that's too high. /9/10. Overlay drawing and replaced with new overlay drawing. So all we're going to do here is pretty much check if P, very, very simple, overlay dot visible equals true, then we're going to draw it. This is important because if we didn't, it would not draw it, obviously.